Hi, I'm Shania Twain, and these are the moments and the looks that made me. You know, at the beginning of my recording career, I felt that it was really important to be my most authentic self and introduce myself to the public as the Northern Canadian girl that I am. So I wanted to do a photo shoot in the snow, which is a lot of how I spent my youth. And I'm wearing my mukluks that my grandmother made me and a sort of matching winter coat. And trust me, it was very cold, so I needed it. And there's a real wolf, and that's a real fire, which, trust me, at photo shoots, you don't normally have a real fire. So I wanted this to be very authentic, and it really was. Any Man of Mine video. I love this video because I still had a 24-inch waist. No, anyway, no, my waist is belted. It was the high waist at that time. The wardrobe came right out of my own closet. The denim vest and the denim jeans, the little muscle shirt underneath, the ribbed one, and I just took the scissors and cut it off because I figured I needed to enjoy my midriff in this video. I love riding horses, so in this video I wore chaps over these jeans, which was really fun, especially because they were borrowed from Bo Derek. They were her chaps. This is a Grammy moment. During my second album, The Woman in Me, this was 1996, imagine. And I'm a vegetarian at this point, and so I'm wearing a pleather jacket. That don't impress me much. This video is probably one of the greatest learning experiences I've ever had making a video, and working with the clothes designer on the fashion, how I was going to move in the clothes. I needed it to be stretch. I love leopard print, so we agreed on stretch velvet leopard print fabric, and we bejeweled it with a lot of red, ruby red, so I wanted the lips to be matching ruby red. And this is the first video that I ever wore a wig, so that was really fun. That's a little, in case you thought it was my real hair, it's not. Thankfully, that day in the desert, it wasn't overly hot, and I was able to enjoy the whole glamour of the look without melting. My Man I Feel Like a Woman video, Mark Bauer designed and stitched it himself, I think even. The corset, the short skirt, the handmade boots, all of this beautiful satin and the high collar. And what I wanted for this is I wanted a very masculine presence to my femininity in the video. And I wanted it to be more literal, like I wanted man shirt, short skirts. It was a very exhausting video. The clothing was so tight. I learned another good lesson making this video because there was no stretch in the satin in the corset. I guess that's the idea. It's meant to cinch you in and push you up, but I was really, really struggling on that. Oh, and I really especially love the veil on the top hat, like the mesh. To me, that was a beautiful finishing touch. 1999. This was a very comfortable gown to wear. I wanted an Audrey Hepburn influence to the look, and that worked really well off the Man I Feel Like a Woman video because that was already in that vein, and I was enjoying a bang for a change. So yeah, this dress is in the Grammys Museum, and it is also a Mark Bauer. I love Mark Bauer, and I think he loves me too. This outfit is a faux doe skin. One of my rules is to avoid any real animal skin. It's just the cutest thing. It's the first time I got into shorts. Mark talked me into that. I never really sported cowboy hats at all till this point. I think this might be my debut live performance cowboy hat. Super Bowl, very big moment for me, and I was so busy at the time that I never really absorbed it in the moments. So it's really fun to look back at the photographs and relive it. It was more of a new direction for me, and I don't remember whether I had already done the cover of Rolling Stone or not, but I was having a little bit of fun experimenting with the more, rock and roll edge. Caesar's Palace, my first Las Vegas residency. It's a big moment in my life. Getting back out on the live stage again with vocal problems. The climb back up on that live stage was monumental. It was a big time in my life. They shut down Las Vegas Boulevard, and I'm riding a horse because there are horses in this show, in this production. I am so genuinely happy in this moment. 2022, okay. I mean, this is one of my greatest highlights ever, because I'm on stage with Harry Styles and we are singing Man, I Feel Like a Woman. And we looked like we matched fashion beforehand, but we didn't. I did ask him before, I said, what are you wearing? You know, like anyone would. So Harry, what are you gonna wear? And he never got back to me with the final look. And I picked this one out and it was perfect with Harry. And I really just love this little throwback. It's kind of Mick Jaggerish. So we were on the same page in every way.